I can send for you a novel title, and you
For
can be
me?
my ambassador. Yes, why not?
Yes, I was offered a noble title by a prince, Prince Renato of the Principality of Ilhéu de Pontinha. I'm now a baron. Prince Renato even sent me the certificate to make it official. So from now on, please refer to me as Baron Fredo. But wait, yes, you can also become a baron. That's right, Prince Renato is going to make one viewer of this video a baron, just like he made me one, and one other viewer will be made a knight or a lady, which isn't quite as cool as being a baron, but it's still pretty cool. So if you're interested, keep watching, and also just keep watching this entire video because I promise you, this is going to be interesting. Have you ever read a book where one of the main characters turns out to be a prince or a king without knowing it? You know, kind of like happens to the kids in the Chronicles of Narnia. Believe it or not, that's exactly what happened to Renato Barros, an art teacher from the Portuguese island of Madeira. Much to his surprise, Barros discovered in 2004 that the small property he had purchased 4 years earlier gave him not just the ownership of the land, but its dominion. In other words, he was the sovereign ruler of a 187 square meter plot known as Fort St. Joseph, which was adjacent to the Madeiran port of Funchal. This might sound crazy, but this dominion had been granted by King Carlos of Portugal in 1903, and was set out in a royal charter signed by the king himself. And so, Professor Barros, the art teacher, the son of a taxi driver, declared his property's independence, the Principality of Pontinha, and himself, of course, as Prince Renato. I mean, wouldn't you? And as Prince Renato can do pretty much whatever he wants. He can wear an orange robe when he wants to, he can decide to change his country's flag whenever he wants, and by the way, as of the filming of this video, this is currently the official flag of Pontinha. And he can declare anyone he wants a baron or a knight or whatever, just because he wants to, which is what happened to me and could happen to you. Here's the first part of what you need to know. Take a look at the number of views that this video has had. Is it under 12,000? If it is, you're in with a shot to become a baron. Stay tuned for more info. So, as I said before, Prince Renato did not know that Fort St. Joseph was a potentially independent and sovereign country when he bought it in the year 2000 from the Blandy family, a British family who have been operating a highly successful Madeiran port wine business for centuries. The Blandys had purchased Fort St. Joseph way back in 1903 from a local Madeiran named Candido Enrique de Freitas. Just 15 days previously, de Freitas had himself bought the plot at a public auction held by the king. King Carlos sold the land to raise money for the development of Madeira's port, and when he sold it, he included a royal charter which said that as well as the ownership of the land, the king, quote, does well to transmit to him by irrevocable and pure sale all the possession and dominion that in that building. And that this would also apply to the bidder, his heirs, and successors. I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound like a typical land deed to me. And thanks to this royal charter, Fort St. Joseph is no typical piece of property, although Prince Renato did not know this at the time that he bought it. So, what does dominion mean? Well, according to Prince Renato, it means he could declare Fort St. Joseph an independent principality. Is that what it really means? Honestly, there's not a lot of precedent for this sort of thing. As far as I know, it's not actually common for kings to go around selling off the dominion to this and that. According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, dominion means supreme authority, sovereignty, or absolute ownership. So, although it sounds a bit crazy, Prince Renato's claim that he has the right to declare the independence of Fort St. Joseph sounds correct, at least to me. Of course, the Portuguese authorities have not recognized Prince Renato's claim, and according to Prince Renato and his supporters, the local authorities in Madeira have actually done their best to make his life difficult, This includes refusing to allow him to connect Fort St. Joseph to the island's electricity grid, and even garnishing the wages he earns as a school teacher. I've contacted the local government in Madeira to ask for their side of the story, but so far, they haven't responded. Earlier, I mentioned that Prince Renato was surprised to learn that he was actually a prince, or at least had the potential to become one. Here's how this happened. The prince bought Fort St. Joseph from the Blandy family in October 2000 for the equivalent of 45,000 euros. The fort is small, has no access to utilities, and the interior is extremely rugged with only basic amenities. The prince's friends thought this purchase was a bit crazy. What could he do with an old fort? But Prince Renato persisted anyway, at first thinking he might experiment with developing wave-powered electricity generators. But after a few years, he thought maybe it would be better to develop the fort into a restaurant, and applied for permission from the Madeiran local government. This was in 2004, and this is when things got pretty sticky. The local authorities in Madeira refused his request, and were also surprised to learn that Fort St. Joseph was privately owned. They had been assuming that the fort was publicly owned, and were pretty cheesed off to find out that it wasn't. Instead of allowing Prince Renato, still at the time just Professor Barros, to develop the property, the local government ordered Barros to sell the property to them so they could develop it themselves. The prince refused, and in the process of examining his documents from the purchase, came across the wording in the royal charter I just read a few moments ago. He didn't just own Fort St. Joseph, he had dominion over it. And so, discovering that he had the right to do whatever he wanted with Fort St. Joseph, including proclaiming it as an independent principality, that's what he did. Like I said before, wouldn't you? The Principality of Ilhéu de Pontinha was born. And in case you're wondering, Ilhéu, which I'm going to admit I'm probably mispronouncing, means little island. And yes, historically, Fort St. Joseph is an island. It was only connected to the Madeiran mainland relatively recently. And Pontinha is the Portuguese word for a little tip of land, which is the name of this thing here, which Fort St. Joseph is attached to. I contacted Prince Renato a few weeks ago to see if he'd be interested in helping me with this video, and he was more than happy to help. But he also sent me lots of information about the problems he's been having with the local authorities. And he's even had some threatening graffiti left overnight on the fort, so I was kind of expecting a fairly tense conversation when we spoke. I couldn't have been more wrong. Here's what happened.
Hello, Prince Renato.
Hello.
Very nice to meet you. What do I call you? Do I call you Your Majesty or?
Well, friends for now, okay? As you know, I like painting, and I will painting you, okay?
You're going to paint me?
Yes. It's a prince. When you talk, okay? Well, come on.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, what's it like to be a prince?
It's like on the sky, you know?
How many people are citizens of the Principality at the moment?
You can do the same questions of your queen. You know the answer. Maybe she know how many people that they have in England.
Oh, right. Okay.
You understand?
Don't know.
It's a secretary of state. Okay?
No, there are lots of them. Lots of citizens. Okay.
Yes.
And do you? So the Principality is very small.
What is the problem?
I mean, no. I mean, how much time do you spend there?
Yes. My time is free time.
Yes.
I'm go to my country when I want. Okay.
Right. What was the moment like when you realized what the document meant?
When I saw the document, when I am a prince, my father was a taxi driver, was not a king. Okay. But I decided to be a prince when the chief of the Portugal government, they says we can't do anything here. And
right.
this time I says, I'm a prince, kill me. It's my story.
So they wouldn't let you open a business, I think.
No, nothing. Everything with the police and the choice don't know read the document. Well, it's my story. And I said, okay, no panic. I am a prince.
When you told them you're a prince, what did they say?
Yes, they saw I am crazy. And I said, but what is the problem? And what is the problem if I'm crazy?
Okay, excellent. I mean, why not? It must be an incredible sense of freedom to be in a place that you, I mean, like I might own a house, but I'll never be a prince of my house. So
Yes.
when you step onto the island, it must be a really magical feeling.
Exactly, it's that. I think it's like to fly. I have a motor, second hand. I fly with my motor in the city of the Funchal, and I am so happy with my life. And people says, "Hello, Prince. Hello, my humble servants."
So it sounds like just a huge amount of fun. I mean, do you have like a plan that you're trying to develop with the principality, or is it more just something that you enjoy?
No, yes. First, I have a plan, and second, I must enjoy with that project.
Right.
And,
Yes.
I have my arm is my pen.
Right.
Is my pen is I like to do is painting is my arm, and is what I like to do. And the plan, it's maybe with that interview with you, another project, and as you told, is the future of the new technology of the blockchain and the bitcoins or the NFT. Well, the life is a surprise around the world. Okay.
Right. So you're open to doing lots of interesting things.
Exactly, is that very well.
So are there any projects that are happening soon that we should know about?
Well, I'm waiting, like I don't like God, maybe tomorrow afternoon or more 200 years begins.
Right.
Okay, no panic, but it's true. It's not a joking. That's project. You understand? Is that?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, if people are interested in working with you or they have an idea for the principality, do you want them to get in touch, or have you got plenty of ideas?
Yes, I can send for you a novel title, and you can be my ambassador. Yes, why not? And you can be my ambassador in your city, in your country, for back between them and with the prince.
Okay.
I can do what I want. It's the free. You understand? Freedom.
Yeah. No, I understand. It's what everyone wants, isn't it? But not very many people have.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Well, I would be honored. So thank you. We can make arrangements.
You can sit, please. It's the first time you speak with the prince.
No, I spoke with the princess 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
from Saborga.
Yes, I know. I remember.
Are you doing anything active to join international organizations or be recognized by other countries? Is there anything like that?
Well, I don't know if it's good. Why international country? I am very small. I like to live in my point. You know, point
Sure.
is a small point.
Yeah, you don't need that.
Yes, I don't need that. Is that
okay? I know some of the emails you sent me.
Yes.
You were talking about some of the problems you've had with the local government, and I expected you to come on this video and be quite angry, kind of, but you seem really happy and full of life. So
look, the governor of Portugal, they don't have anything. They just have bananas and nothing more. Okay.
Right.
And yes, and the manning of the European community. These guys
Right.
don't have anything. Okay. I like this man. Okay.
Are you a bit of a celebrity in Madeira? Does everyone know who you are?
Yes, yes. Many people, they know who I am, but I play football with my friends. I have a normal life, you understand? I'm a teacher. In Portugal, I am a teacher, but in my school, I am just a teacher. I am not a prince.
Okay. So when you step off the islet, you're a teacher, a normal person.
Yes.
And when you're in your principality, you're a prince.
But like now, I am a prince, of course. I have my crown. You can see my crown.
Okay, I mean this has been brilliant, and I thought this was going to be much more serious, kind of. So I'm really glad. I mean, what would you want people to know? Anything else about your principality or your life?
What I did is just all the people know the story, and for understand this case, this is not is a big mistake of the King of Portugal, but it's true. The king saw that, and in one click, I'm a prince. It's like a miracle. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, God, oh, I'm a prince. And what is the problem? Is that okay? Can you ask, what is the color of your eyes?
Sort of brown, I guess.
Okay, continue, please.
So you're looking for investors who might want to help you do something interesting in the Principality with blockchain or something else.
Yes, I believe that.
And they just get in touch with you.
Yes, you do the interface with me and do interface with them and to me. Okay.
Do I want to see what you've drawn?
Okay. Yes. Okay.
That's great. I guess. Wow. I look like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, no mistake. After send your address, and I send that for you.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'll do that in a bit. Okay, well, I can't thank you enough. This has been a joy. I really, really appreciate your time. And I look forward to getting my diplomatic credentials and my painting. Okay, bye.
Okay.
One thing I've learned from my dealings with Prince Renato is that he has a lot of friends and supporters. And after speaking to him, it's easy for me to see why. So the question is, do you want to become one? Because if you do, you could become a baron or a knight. Here's what you need to do. Prince Renato has told me that if we can get this video you're watching now up to 12,000 views, he will make one viewer a baron and one a knight. All you have to do is help us get this video up to 12,000 views. I've had one video on my channel make it past 12,000 views so far, so this isn't impossible. It may take some time. It'll take a little bit of work. We'd love your help. How can you help? Well, liking and commenting on this video is one easy way to help, as does telling your friends, families, and neighbors to watch it too. Please go ahead and share it with anyone and everyone who you think might be interesting on whatever platform you have access to. Once you've done this, send an email to makemeabaron@gmail.com, which is a special email address which exists only for this video. And in your email, tell me and Prince Renato exactly what you've done and why you would like to become a baron. A week after this video hits 12,000 views, Prince Renato and I will read through all the emails and choose who gets to be a baron and who gets to be a knight. Don't worry if you don't have a massive social media following. We're not just going to give this to whoever has the biggest audience. Creativity and commitment count. Just please follow these 3 simple rules. 1, be nice. Don't spam or push this video in an aggressive way. 2, don't spend any money, so no paid Google ads or anything like that. Paid promotion won't count towards our decision. And 3, no artificially boosting the view count by watching the video over and over and over again. That won't help Prince Renato, and it won't help my channel either. So please, watch this video all the way to the end. Watch it twice if you really want to, but don't watch it on an endless loop. Updates will be provided via community posts on this channel, so go ahead and subscribe if you want to make sure that you don't miss any of these. More details will be available in the description below. Let's address an issue that I know many of my viewers will be asking. Is this for real? Is the Principality of Pontinha a real country, and is Prince Renato a real prince? It all hangs on the royal charter, signed by Prince Carlos. That is real. And it does grant dominion to whoever owns Fort St. Joseph. Whatever you think of the Principality of Pontinha, it can't be written off as just some sort of hobby micronation. It's not one of the hundreds or thousands of kingdoms which have been declared in children's bedrooms or in people's backyards. It actually does have some legal backing to it. And as you've seen, Prince Renato is very serious about developing Pontinha as a project. He's even in the process of developing a cryptocurrency for Pontinha called the Prince Coin. And that's just one of the many projects that he's currently working on. For me, what I find most appealing about Prince Renato and his very small country is not its status in international law, but rather the dream that it represents. The idea of having a small bolt hole, a safe place which is yours, which you not only own but have dominion over, is extremely appealing. A place to go with your friends, where you can set your own rules and be your own prince. I can't help but envy what Prince Renato has. He's actually been offered €500,000 for Fort St. Joseph, more than 10 times what he paid for it originally. But Prince Renato has refused to sell. I can't blame him. I'd like to think that if I was in his situation, I'd refuse to sell too. And so I am very proud to be one of Prince Renato's barons. If you'd like to become one too, you know what to do. But when you send your email, address it Dear Prince Renato and Baron Fredo, just like that. Then I'll know that you watched all the way to the end of the video, and we'll give extra points for that. And also, just let me know in general what you think of the Principality of Pontinha in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next video.